Hello and welcome back to my channel, Grey Duck Gaming, with another riveting episode of Medieval Dynasty. I made it through the winter. It wasn't bad at all. Nothing really happened. Food was fine. Whatever. I just hunted rabbits and did my thing. I think did some building and crafting. Nothing dramatic. But now that it's spring, I need to learn how to farm because all I have is meat, and meat goes bad fast, and it doesn't really fill me up. I think I ate like 27 foxes and rabbits in over 3 days, which isn't, but over the season, over winter, it was terrible. There's nothing that tells you what to do, how to farm. The buttons are confusing. The text is confusing. It basically says what you have to look for. So I have to go find fertilizer. And there's only one person that has it, and I never can remember who. But you can also make it out of manure, which you can get from animals, or you can buy from this dude. There's a couple other people that have manure too. But you have to have a barn, and I don't even have a barn, so I need fertilizer. I have to figure out what you got to do, because you need a bag. Like, there's different bags you can buy. There's the big bag and a simple bag, and there's seeds, and there's fertilizer, and you need a hoe, and you need like the land with, it's like either farmland or it has to be set up for an orchard, because you can grow different like vegetables and things, and wheat and oat and rye in the farm, and you can grow different trees like pear and apple and cherry trees in the orchard. And you have to figure out, like, the seeds are very expensive, so you have to figure out. I had to figure out what I was going to buy. There's so much, like, all this stuff eventually can be made into different foods in the tavern. And once you have people working in the village, you can have someone working in the tavern, and then they're able to put it all together. But right now it's just me, so I need to just get something that's going to give me food and something that I can maybe sell so that I can get some money at the same time. So I just went with wheat because it's simple. I wanted to do an orchard also. I wanted to do like a tree. So, but like I said, there's nothing in the bottom, the description of everything. Like, it says for fertilizing and sowing fields, and it's like, I get, like, I'm some guy that maybe doesn't know anything about farming, but there's really nothing anywhere that tells you what you need to do. Yeah, you need a sickle to like harvest it, of course. So you got to make sure you have all the stuff so you're not running back and forth. And I can't make a sickle yet. I think I can eventually. Maybe I can in the smithy. But hopefully I can figure it out, because it just with the meat going bad and everything. So I have a little plot here. It doesn't say anything. It just says fertilizer. And I'm just like, okay, cool. A bag. I have a bag. Just do the thing with the bag. Just dump it out. Yep. Put it in the dirt. Put it in the dirt. Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing that it doesn't tell you anything. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea, because there's no. It's so frustrating. It's kind of silly. So, but like I said, I don't have a barn, so I have to be able to get a barn. You have to farm. So I was like, well, I don't know how to farm because I don't have any farming stuff. So I found out that I could just, yes, a barn that helps you make fertilizer with manure, because I don't have pigs. But I found out that if I just make like farming areas and just dig them up, I get better at farming. So just out in the fields in the rain, trying to survive and just digging up grass. So I don't know. I kind of get it, but it's kind of, I'm not really happy with the farming thing at this point. I'm sure once I get it down and everything, yeah, it'll be like, oh yeah, that was so easy. But right now it's just like, okay, I can't farm. I have to farm, but I can't farm because I can't farm, and so, but yeah, you can set it up as farmland or orchard land. So I'm just trying to put a seed. I'm just trying to put the apple seed, or the, yeah, apple. There you go. There's a little baby apple tree. So cool. That's going to feed my kingdom. One apple tree. So there's all these things, like you have to use like a controller and the mouse, and you have to like left click and right click, and you have to switch what your bag is used for. Like, it's fertilizer, or is it seed, or whatever. It's kind of jank. I really don't like the setup. It's really clunky to try to get what seeds you want and everything. And the if you can't tell, I really don't like the farming stuff. So like, yeah, I'm just digging this up. Okay, it says fertilizer. So okay, I got to figure out where fertilizer is. And you can see everything. Yeah, so there's a little bag on the bottom. So that's the wheat I have. Shows that I have 4. There's fertilizer. I don't have any fertilizer. So I'm just like, cool. I can't get it anywhere. I can't do anything. So I had to figure out, and in the barn you can make fertilizer, but I don't have a barn. So I'm just trying to run around and not get frustrated. So I'm just going to dig up all this dirt and all this grass and everything and just make fields all over the place just to bump up my farming skill. You can like do like single plots or whatever. And, it's just like picking sticks or whatever, just the basic stuff. And you just get your points like in the technology things. So it's like food storage and stuff like that. And then barn, I don't know, it was 50 or 100. Yeah. Whatever points to get it. And then, so I just had to dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and get points. I think that they could have maybe done that a little differently. Like, I'm not really sure how, but maybe like made it so that you could start with like digging, like you don't have to like it's the fertilizer stuff that's really frustrating. It took, through editing the video, it took a very long time. Like this is cut down to like basic stuff, but yeah, I just dug the stuff up and then destroyed it, and then just dug stuff up and destroyed it, and just over and over. It took a while. I cut this down quite a bit, maybe from like an hour and a half down to a couple minutes of me digging. And then of course, the hoe dies, and then you have to make a new hoe, and just digging and hoeing and living. And then of course, I have to get food and stuff, and I have to still survive. So yeah, I just made a giant one. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna make a giant one and just run around and I don't know. So far, I mean, I've played probably 20 hours, 30 hours of the game, and to come across one part that's frustrating and not enjoyable, just the one part is pretty good. So yeah, it took all day. Like the days last a long time. Now it's night, and it was too much. But I finally got a barn. Yay. Digging up a ground makes me able to build a barn. So now I can make a place where I can create fertilizer, because you can't get fertilizer anywhere else. So I have to figure out now how to build a barn. It was too much. So I don't know. Hopefully that it changes, because it was not enjoyable. But there's my barn. It didn't take much. It was just like a normal building, but it's pretty cool that like I'll be able to set people up to work in there, and then they'll do all the stuff for me once I get villagers. Who knows when that'll be? But yeah, there's different crafting stations. Like you can do different kinds of crafting with that. Like the lady was beating the straw, and I was like, oh, what's she doing? And I don't know, it was fun to watch her. And you can do different crafting with that. Like you do the flour, and oh my god, there's so much you can do. And you can do different crafting with that. Hey, fertilizer, there it is. That's all I care about is fertilizer. That will save my life. So I finally have it, but then I have to go back because I don't have any manure or anything. Yay. I had to go back to town, I had a couple in my home, and I can make that, but yeah, I have to go back to town because I only have a little bit. So yeah, I can craft it finally. I think I can grow like 2 plots worth of wheat. So that's like an hour and a half, I believe, an hour and a half of work to be able to do this and one little spot. So I just put this here because it's like my little test spot, because I don't want to be running out. I'm going to do the fields up in the hill or on the other side of the road. But so then you switch it, and then you put the fertilizer down. Ooh, and then it says you got to hoe it. So you got to hoe it again, of course, because I don't know why. And and then it shows the bag. It switches to the bag again, and you can do the seed, and hopefully it works. But you got to pick your seed, and then you just toss the seed. Do it. Seed, wheat. Finally. I finally figured out how to plant wheat. So there we go. There's my giant 1x1 or whatever 1x1 plot of land to grow food for me. I don't know how much food that would give me. Obviously not very much. So, but yeah, I just have the one fertilizer, and yeah, I want to grow. Obviously, I need to grow a bigger field, but oh my God, it took so long to be able to make that little spot right there. I'm so happy. I will protect it. Oh, I got my bunny. Yeah, the meat is. I have to move away from hunting because of the resources. Your spears and stuff die really fast, and so now that I know how to make that, I can make a giant field of farming stuff. Farming stuff. I don't know anything about farming. Oh my God. I can make a giant field and I can make cakes and good food. I don't even know. And hopefully not die. So my village is coming along nicely. This game is a lot of fun. Farming sucks, but whatever. It's all good. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Bye.